Hello and welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. This is season 6, episode 4. I'm Alex.
I'm Eric. I'm drinking some water. I'm choking on some water.
And we have special guest Maxy Boi Thuggins here today.
Hello, everyone. Returning for my third time. It's good to be here. Thanks, Alex. Eric, you okay?
Nope, I'm not Eric. I'm choking on water. Dewey bro number 4.
It's going to be even funnier when I edit out the choking on water part. So, Mr. Choking on Water, Dewey brother number whatever you said you were.
4. I'm the 4th one.
Yep. I assume that was your ranking in the Son of the Year award. Anyway, what's our main topic today, Eric?
Alex, I am glad you asked because this week we are live reporting to you from the backyard, all right?
The backyard.
There's only one of them, and you know which one it is. But I'm talking the backyard, where I am actually out here in the search of clambidae. So, of course, clambidae is the family of beetles, which are commonly known as the minute beetles or the fringe-winged beetles.
Where do the fringe-winged beetles call home, Eric? For our listeners that aren't in the backyard.
Everywhere. They are found worldwide, and they are everywhere. Even Antarctica. I mean, not Antarctica for obvious reasons, mainly because it's a desert and they need a lot of water to survive.
You had me tricked. I thought it was Antarctica. Eric, what is the best of the chlamydia or whatever you called them?
I personally like the blue ones. They're quite pretty, despite being a little scaly or hairy. But they're flattened into a convex shape, and they can roll into a ball, and they're pretty, and they're roughly like a millimeter in length, and they eat on all that fungi. So we have quite a few in the side yard. Backyard though, that's where I'm reporting to you from.
Okay. Do all of the bugs in this family? Sorry, beetles. They hate being called bugs. Bugs is a derogatory term, and I'm sorry about that, Eric.
I'm sorry, but it's 2021, almost 2022,
yeah,
and you better watch your tongue, or else I will cancel you.
All right, good. I need that sort of accountability on this podcast, Eric, because the MACC are breathing down our backs after that stunt you pulled a couple episodes ago.
Oh yeah, when you had to bleep me out for like 10 minutes straight. Yeah, that was tough. I was going off on a tangent.
You cannot talk about pasta like that, Eric.
I mean, I'm a little afraid that we do have Max here, and this is a live podcast. And Maxy Boi Thuggins, he is a bad boy among the media, and he's been known to do some bad things.
It's the word on the street. No matter where you are, you hear the boy Maxy Boi Thuggins, you think that is a bad boy. All right, I'm here to clear my name. We can move on. Don't worry, you won't have to bleep me out.
Right, awesome.
Maxy Boi Thuggins, if you're walking down the street and you come across a whole gang of clambidae, what are you gonna do?
That depends. Are they blue?
I'm gonna say in this case they're
black?
blue.
Okay, well then I'm gonna collect them. You see, I like to display my blue beetles. Excuse me, Labadividae. That's what you called them, right?
Yeah.
I like to display them in my office and look at them when I'm working.
That's fair. So on the strange occurrence that they were let's say yellow.
Yikes! I probably scoop them up, put them in my blood bucket, and then dump them in the nearest river. You want to sacrifice the yellow ones, that's for sure.
I have heard that the yellow ones are quite ruthless and deserve only the worst of blood buckets, actually.
It's true. And you want to know what? The gods, for some reason, seem to love the yellow ones. They really do. You get a lot of god favor if you do that.
Oh, that's true. When you sacrifice them to the gods by throwing them in the river with your sacrificial blood bucket, the gods do they look down on you and they say, you know what? I'm gonna send a few extra blue minute beetles your way.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
Max, I
Much
I got a
more.
question for you. With
Mhm.
all your extra Beetle God favor, what do you spend those points on?
Well, as Eric was saying, I'd like to get more blue beetles if that's okay with the big man upstairs, if you know what I'm saying.
True, the big dung
But
beetle in the sky. He knows what he's doing.
hmm but sometimes the big beetle upstairs, he says, I'm a little bit out of blue, but I could get you some magenta. And I'd say, okay, we'll take a few of those.
I mean, it's not the same. It's not quite as pretty.
How do you get any work done with all those blue beetles just distracting you all day?
Oh, let me tell you, it's tough. It's tough. When you live the bad boy life like me, you don't get much time to yourself. And when you do, you get distracted by the blue beetles. I'll tell you that. But, you make what you can do. You get on with it. Mhm.
But I don't know what just happened, but I am no longer in the backyard. My feet have carried me over to the side yard now, and I am afraid. And we need to end this segment right now. The non-blue beetles are coming for me, Alex. I gotta go. They're coming after me, and I don't think I'm allowed back here.
All right, Eric, you better get inside real quick and head on over to the rhyme zone because I heard it is time for some original works, Eric. And I just fired up this hip new video game that I can't wait to share with you.
Well, I don't know, Alex. I I've been playing a lot of video games. I think I lost my rhyme and edge, you know?
Yo, you better get it back, man.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a gamer. You know, I identify as a gamer, so that means my entire personality is built around being a gamer. So naturally, I'm very anti how do I put this bluntly? I'm anti all good things in the world because I'm a gamer.
Well, video games are the force of all evil. That is
Gamers rise up.
undisputably correct. Yeah. And so we should probably ban them, but that is a separate topic, Eric. I hit this new little ditty. It's called Wizard 101, and let me tell you, it's the topic of my poem this week. What's your poem all about?
Well, that's funny. Funny as you should say that because my my poem is called my new Facebook group r/ban video games.
Oh wow. That's pretty crazy. Max, what's your poem on? Did you also write one about video games this week?
Yeah, me and the bad boys, we be chilling, playing some new game called Roblox. You ever heard
Oh,
of that?
Roblox.
You probably haven't. It's with the bad boys. The bad boys play Roblox together. We get together. We play good games.
You know what they say. The road to heaven is paved with Minecraft blocks, but the way to hell is paved with Roblox.
Oh gosh.
That's
That's
what
what
they
they
say.
say, or at least I heard Donkey say it once.
It's true. Wise words of donkey.
From what I can ascertain is that Max has a poem that he would love to share with us, and I think it would be best
He went
if
first.
if he did that.
All right, let's do it, Max. Let's hear this
Okay.
bad boy.
I titled it Roblox.
Your title?
When I play Roblox, you can't stop me. When I play Roblox, I make monsters flee. When I play Roblox, I am finally free.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. I mean, wow. I don't think the clapping comes through, but I'm trying my best.
Mm,
Wow,
I
that
hear it.
was
I hear it. The boys around me are cheering.
Absolutely, man.
obviously like yeah. The crew is definitely hyping you up after that. Those sweet bars you just laid down. Wow.
Eric, do you want to drop some sweet bars about banning video games or whatever your topic is this week?
Well, the title is my Facebook group r/ban video games. But
All right, I'm ready to hear it.
this is how it starts. First, I'm gonna paint
Yeah.
a little mental picture for you. All right. So I got a beautiful little meme here, and it says it's one of those cute little yellow minions that they talk about, and he says games are bad. Don't play video games. I loved it. You know those memes that they're making these days are just so funny and so relatable, and I love minions. But let's get into it. Okay, this is my poem. MMORPG is the game type for me. However, there are games better than others. I'll list out a few and go grab my druthers. RuneScape, Wizard 101, World of Warcraft, Pop Tropica, to name a few. And you can't forget Star Wars The Old Republic, Roblox, and World of Tanks too. But there's one MMORPG to rule them all. It's time to dial in and boot up that good old Club Penguin. Igloos for all our friends. The fun will never end. What's this? My Club Penguin girlfriend is cooler than yours? She's so pretty even when she's saying those slurs. What's this? My sweet Pengu is gone? Right when I was getting ready to impersonate Don Juan? She says she got permabanned. I feel as if my heart is stuck in quicksand. How could they do this to my sweets? I'll always miss our morning greets. That's it. I'm done with Club Penguin. Their tyranny belongs in the trash bin. Peaceful Eric is no more. They will beg for mercy when I bang at their door. Oh? Club Penguin's offline? That's for the better, as gaming will never be better than the rhyme.
Wow, Eric, that was impassioned. I don't think I'm gonna be able to top it, especially because I'm playing one of those lamer MMORPGs called Wizard 101. It's pretty cool.
It's
Got
no
this
Club
poem.
Penguin, Alex.
It's no Club Penguin. That's true.
I met and lost the first love of my life on Club Penguin 2 days ago. I was so happy.
Club Penguin's been offline for more than like 3 years, but okay.
Well, I don't care because when I was with her, time slowed down. When we were throwing snowballs, buying those funny little hairdos or whatever they do in Club Penguin, I was at peace with the world. And now that it's gone, all I see is death and destruction and despair. The 3Ds that aren't diners, drive-ins, and dives. So yeah, it's been a rough couple days for me, Alex.
Hey, Eric, I just did some Googling. It looks like right before Club Penguin got shut down, both of you guys had Hitler mustaches on your penguins. I don't think that's good, Eric. I think
I
she
don't
was a
know what
bad
you're talking
influence.
about. Well, okay. So she may have said a few bad words, but what are words really? All words are bad if you think about it.
All
You
right,
got a point.
well, if all words are bad, let me slam you some quick bars. I got a little ditty called Wizard 102 because it's better than Wizard 101. It's the second class you take. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes,
Me
sir.
and the homies are going to the Wizard Academy. Can't afford Hogwarts, but we saw this place on the TV. It's called Wizard 101 and promises nothing but the most fun. I'm Ice, Jose, he's Storm, Josh is Death, he's Forlorn, Jack is Fire, like my rhymes, Jill is Life, March of Dimes. That leaves Jeff on the myth. Was he sixth? Or wait, he's fifth. Last on balance, that leaves Jasper. Everyone knows he's the master. To beat the boss, we soldiered up, then grinded hard for the cup. We got beaten back, thought it was hard, until we reached for Mom's credit card. For only $19.99 a pop, now we're the clan that is on top.
That's good. I
So,
like that. I think
Wow.
you encompassed like what
really,
it
how you
means
win at video games.
to
Yeah.
be wizarding in the Wizard
Right.
101 world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can't afford to go to Hogwarts, I mean, just steal Mom's credit card and hop on Wizard 101, and then you guys can be the best clan around.
I will say to all the young impressionable youth out there, if you want to learn a cool trick, it's something that I learned. It's really cool. If you want to learn your Stormtrooper ID, it's your mom's credit card and the 3 wacky digits on the back, and that's your Stormtrooper ID.
Whoa, Eric, that's not true. You also need both your first name followed by your last name, and then also your current street address.
Oh, that's right. That's so like when you watch Star Wars or Harry Potter, his middle name is roughly 16 digits with 3 wacky ones off the back.
And you need the little date on the front. That's how you know that's actually your meal card at the Disney Star Wars exclusive area. Like you get one free lunch if you also write down the date on the front of the piece of plastic.
That's true. So all the young impressionable youth out there, hit up the comments and I want to know your wizarding name or your Stormtrooper ID.
Exactly.
I kid, for legal reasons. I don't approve of that or soliciting money from the kids.
Oh, Eric, you don't need to
Um,
tell them that. The internet is a dangerous place full of bad people, and you need to watch your back online. Government safety message TM. Never do the internet, not even once.
I mean, I heard that bad boy Maxy Boi Thuggins used to be good boy Maxy Boi Huggins, and
And
then
then he did the
he took
internet.
one hit. He took one hit of an online game, and now look at him.
Drew, one hit of an online game and went from hugging to thugging in a snap of a finger. I went from myth to fire all in one go in Wizards 101.
My
That's how
gosh,
bad it was.
scary to
Yep,
hear that.
scary stuff.
Max, can you tell us a little bit more about how one misclicked Facebook ad to a Facebook game marketplace, how that really can just start your whole life spiraling?
Oh man, it's horrible. You get your Facebook in 5th grade. 1 second you're playing Yoville with your friends. The next minute you're hustling and scamming on the streets, telling people you can double their money. But you can't double their money. Come on, you're just taking it and you're leaving. You're leaving their house. They're inviting you over. You pretend to double their money and you leave. All right, that's going from hugging to thugging.
I mean, when you tack on that extra T, anything is possible.
Wow, Eric, I mean, that is how what you can go from logging into RuneScape one day to taking noob stuff in the wilderness. I mean, it is a slippery slope, Eric.
It's bad. I've seen a lot of things on Club Penguin, especially. I've never been allowed in the blacked out igloo, but I'm a little scared. I don't know what goes on in there, but I know it is. Let's just say it's not your classical Webkins thing. All right.
Anyway, enough about horrible parts of the internet. How about we answer a question from our listeners, of which we have many who ask lots of helpful questions that need answering every single week.
Oh yeah.
All right, Eric, we got one right here, and perhaps Max can help us out on this one. He says, "Hey, Seth here. I woke up with some holiday pep in my step and a sticky honey moat around my house. How am I going to get to the New Year's Eve party at my neighbor Steve's house? And what should I spike the discount eggnog that we'll be drinking? Thanks, Just Do It Brothers. Your main man, Seth."
You know what? Honey moats? No, no, no. Do you know what you do with honey moats? That's how you get deer trapped, Alex. I don't advocate for trapping of deers. Do you know what I do advocate for? Holiday nog. What is this eggnog stuff? What? Come on, like, who does Steve think he is? Being all hotshot high roller with eggs? Come on. I mean, the man's got a bunch of beehives out front and he just filled a honey moat. What? Make a honey nog, all right? Okay, I got eggs, la da da. This man, he's just trying to flaunt his wealth and really make Seth feel like a little belittled little tiny man. You know, I think that's what this is all about. He's just trying to make him feel small. So naturally, do you know what? Do you know what Seth needs to do?
What does Seth need to do, Eric?
He needs to show that he's big. Do you know what he's gonna spike that nog with?
What is he going to spike that nog with?
The
I'm dying to know.
entire honey moat. That's right.
No way. It won't fit.
18,000 gallons of honey. I mean, 80,000 gallons of honey just right in that punch bowl.
That's the size of a small lazy river. I just wanted to give the listeners at home who can't like see it in all its glory how big the honey moat is.
He's got to make himself look big. I mean, this Steve guy. I want Seth to emasculate him. I want Seth to walk into the New Year's Eve party looking like the absolute 5'4" god that he is. You know, just towering above everyone else, just looking down on them
Hey, Eric,
with
I'm
his
just gonna
size 6 shoes.
I'm gonna stop you
wearing
right there,
his kid's
and I'm
extra
gonna
large shirt, just busting out the seams. That's what I want to see.
All right, hey Max, do you have any less Club Penguin hate fueled rants about honey moats that you could offer some advice to our man Seth here?
I can't really offer too much advice. I don't know much about Club Penguin, and I'm not one for
we
ranting.
need less of that and more sane advice.
We need less of that.
Yeah, you see Seth here, his house, he did some holiday cheer with some beehives to Steve. Steve took all the bees, made a bunch of honey, maybe trapped 5 or 10 or
Oh,
15
man.
deer in the honey moat, because everyone knows, like a deer to
Deers
honey,
love
Hmm.
the
deers love
it's
honey.
that's the saying. You put up the honey moat and the deer will come. But do you know what else is gonna come? Me, because I'm so mad. I'm gonna break into this dude's New Year's Eve party and I'm just gonna walk in. I'm gonna come, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be upset. And do you know what I'm gonna put in that holiday nog? I
What are you
mean
putting in
that
the holiday
normal
nog,
nog.
Eric?
He
Yeah,
said store brand eggnog.
that's right.
I'm just gonna take my fist and I'm gonna put it in there and wait for the next person to come by to scoop up some punch, and I'm gonna punch them right in the jaw. That's what I'm gonna do.
Wow, that's even worse somehow than filling it with honey. Eric, you need to cool off in the Club Penguin ban glue, which
Sorry,
lets
I
you
can't. They
log
closed.
off for
Truly.
a week and a half.
Well, Alex, it's a tragedy, but so the only therapist I was seeing was in Club Penguin, and after Club Penguin
Oh
got shut
no.
down,
Uh-huh.
I've been a wreck.
Oh,
My
Oh,
girl left me. I have no igloo to go to, and I can't even talk to anyone about it. It's been rough.
oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
it really has affected everyone. Hey guys, I got a question from Twitter as well. This one's from Jimmy Bunch. If you mind if
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
if I
yeah, yeah,
ask
yeah,
it?
absolutely. We're gonna wrap this up though.
Yep.
You're either gonna want to punch him or try and kill him with diabetes. All right, great, Seth. That was awesome. You should just take that advice.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks so much for
advice,
the
Max.
question.
What's up?
Okay, this one's from Jimmy Bunch. It says, "Hi Eric and Alex. My daughter was asking for a Hello Kitty baby doll for Christmas. However, I wanted to get her a set of Mighty Beans. Do you think my daughter would be upset if I only get her Mighty Beans?"
Mighty beanz. They roll, flip, and slam. All right. So I just did a little research on this actually. Because I was hoping for some rare Mighty Beans myself this Christmas, didn't get them, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm an adult and can spend all of his income on Mighty Beans and Mighty Bean payment plans, so that's okay because they're an investment, just like Beanie Babies, but better. Now, the problem is that you can try and get both birds with one present, as the saying goes. But the Hello Kitty Mighty Bean is both illegally copyrighted and also they made a tiny production run of only 15 of them. And so they're actually the third rarest Mighty Bean in the whole world. So like it's completely out of the question to get the Hello Kitty baby doll Mighty Bean because they're just too rare. I actually have 3 of them, and I'm not willing to share.
I wouldn't want to either. I mean, Hello
I
Kitty.
mean, they're an investment, okay?
They are, Alex.
Yeah,
You don't need a
Maxy Boy
retirement.
Thuggins just sold me on investing in Mighty Beans. He said it's gonna double my money.
I did,
You don't need a
and it
retirement
has,
account when
and
you
it
have
has.
free
That's
money
right.
sitting in there, right there. I mean, the thing
Mhm.
is, Mighty Beans are also practically liquid. Like, you can just sell them instantly to anyone.
Oh, Eric, I don't know if you know this, but the parking meters downtown actually take Mighty Beans.
Although they only take the cheap ones because I wouldn't want to overpay. Like, I put a down payment on a car with actually my rare one of a kind Naruto Fortnite Mighty Bean.
Oh wow. Well, yeah. So it scans the Mighty Beans,
Hmm.
and then it
Oh,
just like releases some more common Mighty Beans out as change out of the bottom of the.
That's
Well,
smart.
yeah, they're basically like those little vending machines, with the little bobble, the plastic balls in them. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
people try to break into them, but they're more secure than ATMs.
No, that makes a lot
yeah.
of sense. And you know what they say about Mighty Beans? Play them, race them, collect them.
And
And
smash them. Don't forget to smash them.
well, most enterprises they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about when they got Mighty Beans. But most importantly, you know that old famous story about the guy who went to I think he was trying to sell his cow because he was very poor. I believe he had no Mighty Beans, and he was very well. He wasn't doing well. His daughter wasn't getting anything for Christmas, much less a Hello Kitty thing for Christmas. But then he walked into the town. He had a cow with him, and this strange traveler, possibly a time traveler, if you will, came up to him. He's like, you know what? Do you want some magical beans? And the man said, no, I don't want magical beans. That's a bunch of sham. And then so the traveler looked at me and said, oh, I got the thing for you. And pulls out mighty beans. 3 mighty beans. Blew the man's, like his head almost blew off. He had no idea what to do with that. So do you know what he did? That man traded his cow for the mighty beans.
And then they didn't get to eat them because they were mighty beans, not real beans. But instead, they quadrupled in value.
They did. And they got the racing, too.
He went back, and his wife was so upset. She's like, you sold our cow for mighty beans. What is this? And the mighty beans, he said, oh, wow, I didn't realize these were as precious and valuable as they were. Those mighty beans went on to sit on his shelf for 18 years. And do you know who that man was? Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
That man was Jeff Bezos.
Amazing.
Now look at where he is, all because of mighty beans. So
Jeff and the Beanstalk is one of my favorite corporate tales too. So we need to get back to the guy who asked this question, and the answer is very
the answer
simple.
is your daughter's wrong for not wanting mighty beans because
Eric, solid financial investments are great for kids, but they really do need some presence. You can't give them nothing but bonds, even if that's going to make their financial future secure, and they'll be ever grateful for you later, right? Like you need a diverse portfolio.
That's fair. So I say you should
you need both bonds and Hello Kitty.
No.
Well, in this case, I mean mighty beans.
Just give her half of a Hello Kitty. That'll be good enough. That'll satiate her desire. While you're getting all the mighty beans, you can play with those. She won't even notice. You'll be playing with her mighty beans all over, and you'll be having a grand old time. And one day, you're going to become a superstar. You're going to be the next Jeffrey Bezos. What was this dude's name?
Jimmy Bunch.
Jimmy Bunch. How
Close
does that
enough.
sound to you, Jimmy Bunch?
Just have
Jimmy
your friends
Bezos.
call you Jeffrey Bezos.
That I see no downside. You know, what's a childhood of sadness when you can have mighty beans?
Oh God! All right, let's wrap this podcast up. I think it's time to thank our sponsors, Eric. And first and foremost, I have to thank Derek, the dung beetle god, for answering all of our beetle-based prayers.
I would just like to thank our sponsor, Mighty Beans. Mighty Beans, collect them, race them, have fun with them, invest them. They've been providing solid investments for kids under 8 since 1992. Mighty Beans.
This podcast is brought to you by Homegrown Hops, as always, now with a new Mighty Hops flavor, because they're hip and trendy.
This podcast is brought to you by Roblox. Come on and join the massive multiplayer online role-playing game now. You get to hang out with all your friends, even endorsed by none other than Maxy Boi Thuggins himself. That's right. Hop onto Roblox today and explore over 3 levels. Maxy Boi Thuggins, a testimony?
I can attest to it. Level 2 is very, very spicy, but 3 wraps it up in a nice way. Level 1 gets you introduced, but level 2 is always going to be my favorite.
Couldn't put it better myself.
This podcast is brought to you by MMORPGs. That is massive multiplayer online rosé drinking games. Go out, get yourself a big old bottle of rosé, now in champagne flavor for New Year's Eve, and have yourself a time.
As always, we couldn't have done it without I don't know, we don't have any other reoccurring sponsors, so I'm gonna have to say our brand new reoccurring sponsor. What's something that we talked about, guys? That's right. This is coming at you from insert your sponsor here. Brought to you by the Just Do It Brothers podcast. If you're wondering, hey, I love all these sponsors at the end of this sweet, awesome podcast. How about I get in there and I advertise something that I want? So drop down a comment and write how much money that you're willing to write down in the comments, and then boom, we'll talk about your podcast. That's why the last comment I wrote down from the Just Do It buddies, Just Do It bros, I said, hey, why don't we advertise our advertising space? And then I wrote $6 because, hey, that's all that the other places are giving us.
And then we couldn't run that ad because we only accept schmeckelbedoodas. So please leave all amounts in schmeckelbedoodas made payable to Just Do It Incorporated, a subsidiary of Pimp My Tractor Slovenia. With that, this has been Just Do It, Season 6, Episode 4, with Alex.
Eric was there as well.
And I'm Maxy Boi Thuggins.
And for the love of God, man,
Just buy some my beans and send it.